Just watched a video on a Venezuelan guy talking Jesus and asking Donald to get that demon of war out of him, eh? That's pretty good. Maybe I should share it. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're using Jesus to try and benefit themselves or protect themselves and not really have Jesus, but hopefully they do have Jesus. But Donald does need Jesus. He was right about that demon of war, wouldn't you say? Like, and his little demon Pete Hegseth, the Department of War, the head, the head of the demon that's entered Donald Trump. Hey, what else is going on today? Well, I watched a couple minutes of this video, and it's the nerve with Marine Callahan, and what it's talking about is Amy Schumer deletes free Ozempic pics and jokes about her husband's alleged autism. I don't know what she said about her husband's autism or whatever, but what she says at the very beginning of this that I actually did watch, like, do you imagine, like, she's just saying that all these people that are on Ozempic are again, like, really kind of maybe narcissistic, some of them. Like, she's just trying to point out where Amy Schumer might I don't know if Amy Schumer's with God or not. I don't know if she's on the narcissistic side of God or but you gotta ask yourself, like, why would you wanna hide who you used to be? Why would you delete old pictures of when you wanna show people your accomplishments? You know what I mean? When you say, "Hey, look at what I did. You can do it too." Go get a setback. But instead, she's ashamed of when she was a pig. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying she was a pig. She must think she was a pig because she wants to erase that something about her, you know what I mean? Something something she's ashamed of. But yeah, Amy Schumer, I worry. Because like I said, that should be like, look at the process I went through. You know what I mean? That you know what I mean? That I don't wanna keep you but then it always you have to do the work, right? Right? And this I guess if you enable yourself and you don't appreciate and you don't have to work to get the weight off, then I guess then, hey, I guess yeah, you know what I mean? Weird. But this place is weird. It is pretty weird. I had so much I wanted to talk about, and now my brain has just went well, let's take it through a Bible verse. Here, we'll just do this. He answered and said to them, well, did Isaiah prophesies of you hypocrites, as it is written? Hey, that's Jesus talking. We always usually go to the Jesus stuff. This people honors me with their lips, but their heart is far from me, and in vain they worship me, teaching as doctrine the the commandments of men. So imagine if God is speaking through Jesus like he did Jeremiah, right? Where he was, you know, just saying. See again, those commandments of men, eh? It always comes in the commandments of men. And what commandments do we have, right? What did Jesus say he was? Lots of things, but the law of Moses was one of them, you know what I mean? For laying aside the commandment of God, you hold the tradition of men, the washing of pitchers and cups, and many other such things you do. Again, right there, he's like, "Hey, guys," to fucking, like, telling you shit that he's trying to tell you guys, God has never been about what you guys fucking say he is. He's never been about war. He tells you, "Thou shalt not kill." And they've got you guys all sideways, where you think that breaking the commandments is justified if you think the other person is the bad guy. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I just question things. I don't know. Who would you guys say? And I don't like doing this. I really don't. But who was the bad guy in the Iraq war? Really? When it boils down to it, who was the bad guy? Was it Iraq or was it the USA? When it's all said and done and all the information comes back, that's a lot of human deaths, a lot of human brains taken, a lot of devastation, right? Why? A lie. A lie. They've trained us to believe them. It's not really your guys' fault. You're being brainwashed. And I know it's hard thinking that you're part of it. Like that must be the worst thing is someone trying to tell you you're in a cult. But they have got the world just thinking that they're powerful because they can silence you. They can you, there's way more like this is why I shouldn't worry. Like this is why I tag the FBI and RCMP. They probably don't pay attention to it because they probably get it all the time. And, you know what I mean? But what should I fear from that? They come answer my fucking questions. It, it really bothers me to think that Barack Obama doesn't have paperwork to be an American. Now, am I being tricked and fooled and the FBI could help me out there? You know what I mean? But I feel like there's a solid man out there that's tried to stand up and say, I'm not saying Barack Obama is not American, but for some reason they handed in fraudulent paperwork and no one cares because Donald Trump told you not to. Go check it out. Donald told people to forget about it. Barack Obama is American. Yeah, this poor feller, he's on the line going, uh, that's not what the paperwork says. Come on. Don't make me look like the fool. You know what I mean? Could you imagine a good person just looking like a fool? Trying to fucking say, hey guys, I don't know if he's American or not, but we should ask some questions because this paperwork here, you know what I mean? This ain't Biden paperwork. This is citizen paperwork. And I'd like to ask the FBI simple questions too. How did nobody clue in when Biden was deemed incompetent for paperwork? How'd they think that he was still competent to run the country? Please answer that question. There's no way there's that many dumb Americans that didn't catch on to that. Or am I loopy and crazy? And I don't know. In come the emojis. In come the emojis. What else do we want to talk about? We talked about Amy Schumer and Ozempic, and then that takes us back to RFK, right? One minute he don't like it, next minute he does. You know what I mean? Rumors out on the streets he's a sexual deviant and he's somebody's puppet. And wow, just Rabbi Shmuley. It's just my opinion, but somebody let me know where if there was a handler for Hana Ali, that fucking Shmuley might not be it. Please show me. Like I feel bad for Shmuley. I'd like to, but like send a message to Shmuley and say, "Don't ever use Jesus against people. That's not smart." Like, geez, Shmuley. Like you don't have to believe in Jesus, Shmuley, but you shouldn't because you want to take the Paul version of Jesus. And anyways, stand bold in the truth, people. That's the real Jesus. That's the one he was trying to show you guys. You know what I mean? But hey. Like I think I said in yesterday's video, I could just imagine there's fucking rapture and then all the, but then that doesn't and all the people who were willing to fight for the right fucking things, for the truth, for Jesus, they all go and then all of a sudden Satan and his minions get to fucking inherit hell and anything that was left behind with it. Can you imagine that? I do this because I want to help those people. I don't want to see anybody left behind with Satan's people. You know what I mean? I don't even want Satan's people to be Satan's people. You know what I mean? But are like, do we even really know? Hey, do we even know what happens? I don't. I don't. I just try and go with what I think God's trying to show me. He's the one that knows the plan. And now that I know that I'm him, he can try and explain the plan. We communicate, you know what I mean? But it's like not like the fucking people just no, it's I gotta learn it's a learning process. You it's a relationship with God. You gotta trust in him and you gotta try and figure shit out for yourself. That way you can't get stuck in ignorance. You know what I mean? Anyways, I don't know. Am I talking over people's heads, or does anybody out there understand what I'm talking about? Chat's still open. No trolls even coming in, eh? What else do we got on the TV that I saw that was interesting? Like Back in the Saddle by Youngblood. Like I'm just saying, hey guys, if there was ever a industry plant, I would say I don't know. I don't I would say probably Youngblood, okay? I just picked that one. Like he's there to get your rock and roll Jesus flowing. I'm telling you. That's my opinion. But then again, the Osbournes say that they were never into Satan and stuff like that. But go listen to a Suicide Solution, and I think Ozzy says Satan more than a few times. But man, I'm just saying. I know it would be hard to hear that some of the people, but then again, some of his music, Crazy Train, that's a beautiful love song. You know what I mean? I'm telling you guys, it is beautiful. Hey, who knows? It's all in what you want to make of things. You know what I mean? God doesn't make things bad, the devil does. Hey, Johnny Ringo, what's going on? You got a troll, Carl. Well, Johnny Ringo, why would you want to be a troll, buddy? unless, you're trolling for truth. But all you gotta do is speak the truth and let the trolls do their own work, you know what I mean? You let them work and twerk it any way they want. And the whole time you're like, "Hey, you might not be the troll you think you are. You might be only trolling yourself." I am what I say I am. I was talking about the one above. Johnny, I don't see it. Honestly, I don't. All I see is yours. I see Johnny Ringo do comments. I don't see anybody else's comments. So I don't know. I haven't blocked anybody or taken anybody's comments off of. So I don't know what's going on, but I didn't see it. Jay Press, there's a troll. He's talking about me. Hey, I'm the troll. I told you I can be. That's if you're a troll, then I'm a troll. Because you're only trolling yourself. That's what I'm trying to say, Jay Brass. I might go down in history as the biggest. I prophesized that a long fucking time ago, man. She's on video somewhere. I'm gonna go down as the greatest troll in the history of the world. Not because I wanted to, but because everybody else wanted to. I'm like, come here. I'll take your beatings so you can fucking take your beatings back later. Here, try and ring a ding in my brain. There's no way this is real. There's no way this. What the fuck? AJ Fraz. Let me tell you, it is hard on the brain, buddy. It is hard on the fucking brain. But, you know what I mean? Someone's got to be the first Mashiach. Why not me, J Press? I can tell you why not you, bud. You tell me why not me. Hey, buddy, don't you want the future that's in my brain, bud? And do you know what the future in my brain for you is? The future that you can build for yourself in your own fucking brain. That's what I want for you, J Brass. But you got to get whatever the fuck is clogging your brain right now. You got to get her out, bud. Get some fucking liquid Drano or something. No, don't do that. Fucking, it'll be like the Tide Pods. It'll be no, don't do that. I'm just joking. Joke. Don't do that, J Press. You know what I mean? I don't want to fucking start a trend in this stupid fucking world. You know what I mean? Oh, anyways, how about some liquid imagination? Hey, I had some of that last night. That's not what you think, J Press. It's just, it's just a strain of cannabis, bud. That's all it is. Okay. Liquid imagination. And well, is weed good for us? That's the question, J Press. I'm not endorsing it to anybody. No, not a person. No, because you got to watch what you're putting in your brain. You know what I mean? Or you might go insane if you're trying to reach for God. I mean, I did it. I went through the whole insane thing. It was great. It was great. Insane, but not insane. I was willing to talk about what the insane shit was. That's the problem. And everybody, you're delusional. No, I want to talk about it. You know what I mean, Jay Press? Weed is very good for us. Well, I don't think so, Jay Press. I really don't, especially this high potency stuff and the kids, the music they're putting in their ears, buddy. Bang sugar bang. This hoe. You know what I mean? Like it's like you get that stuff running through your brains all the time, right, brother? Little Snoop, little Dre, boom, 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 boom. Hey, throw some Eminem in there. Remember how I showed you guys that video of that kid that they didn't know what was wrong with him, schizophrenic, bipolar, whatever it was, from like many years ago, where hearing shit in the music, telling him to hurt people. But he had the consciousness to know that he wasn't going to fall for it, but he was fucking hearing it. So that would drive him fucking crazy, eh? Imagine, like Eminem says, what if there's sublims in the fucking music, eh? And this kid was actually fucking hearing the sublims. He was getting the sublims, trying to tell people about the sublims. And he wasn't really the problem. He wasn't really the crazy one. Because maybe there was some sublims in there, right? It's just maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. You know what I mean? Eminem says he's an evil hybrid. Is he an evil hybrid in one of his newest songs? Was it Abracadabra? Or Kings Never Die, where he, just sells his soul to Satan just to become the most undisputed again. I don't know. Are you singing about your life? Is that his life story, or what's he doing there? Or is he just ding-a-ling-a-langing with along with Satan? Just some lyrics, just throwing them out there. You know what I mean? Not giving a fuck because kings never die. What do you think, Jay Press? You think these fucking stupid fucking morons just bought a stupid fucking deal and that they should break the deal because the deal's not worth shit anyways? You know what I mean? What do you think? You think these people should come forward if there are people trying to hurt you? Hey, even Upchurch says there's frequencies in the music to hurt you. Well, he's crazy now, eh? I don't know. Like I tell you guys, simple shit. Marilyn Manson says there's fucking drugs in the music. You know what I mean? They tell you there's magic in the music, but that could be magic for God. It could be magic for the devil. It can be used either way, right? Which way did Lenny Kravitz go? Are you going to go his way? Would he tell you which way Lenny Kravitz went? I don't know. They can say they have God all they want, but they know who they are. What God do they serve? Or this is what I was thinking, Jay Press. I was thinking because the more I watch Roseanne, the fucking more I'm like, holy smokes, this is getting stupid. Like, this is just getting right down stupid. I don't like, anyways. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, is she actually one of God's children? Because the way she explains the way she thinks and stuff like that, she, it's weird. It's kind of we like I get what she's talking about. You know what I mean? The backwards thing. I have videos saying that. I don't know why I do things backwards. You know what I mean? So I can kind of relate, but like we're only humans, right? Do you think maybe the land of Hanali has brainwashed Roseanne to think she's on the right side of the street and she honestly thinks she's doing right? Hey, I'd like for her to tell me where the commandment should ever be broken, eh? Wouldn't that be great for Roseanne to come to the realization she's not on the right side of the street, eh? And maybe she is the victim, or maybe she knows what she's doing, or like I said, maybe she thinks what she's doing is right because she's very hypocritical. The whole I'm gonna kick Candace's Qatari ass. And then when Donald Trump gets a Qatari plane, I don't think I ever heard anything. You know what I mean? Isn't it funny how you hear about Qatar and Dubai and how they're building all these great big beautiful cities and all this great architecture and shit like that, eh? Look at the way we're living. We got fucking like you can't even there's no creation here. There's none. There's a box store fucking house buyers, you know what I mean? Here's our prefabricated fucking blueprints, and this is what we can give, and we can adjust with inside and stuff like that. But and then we all looking the fucking same. Like there's suburbs that just it looks like a freaking concentration camp. Like, the houses look big and, "Oh, look at the ritzy," but it's all the same fucking shit. It looks like a fucking rich man's fucking concentration camp. There's no creativity. There's no sense of fucking community. There's nothing, man. It's fucking so blah. Meanwhile, fucking Dubai and Qatar and Saudi, they're all, like, fucking, you know, making these big, beautiful fucking you know? It's weird. I agree with you. I'm a metalhead. Well, yeah, well, Jay Prass. I don't know. Are some of these ones who say they're with Jesus, are they with Jesus? Do you think Alice Cooper's with Jesus? Like, seriously, do you think he takes Jesus seriously when he goes out on the road with Marilyn Manson? And out of Alice Cooper's mouth, but there's an interview out there. He says that Marilyn Manson is a satanic priest. So why is it the equal out the voodoo and the out in the crowd? Did you sleep last night? OT like a bag of shit. I don't ever sleep well, bud, but I didn't. It was even worse than usual. Something going on with the old shoulder. It's just, and it was bad. But I got a little bit, bud. It's always broken up. I'm always up at like 3, 2, always up, man. Fuck. I, I wish I could just fucking sit there and dream a little dream like fucking Joe Rogan, eh? Meet the fucking UFOs. Or maybe I do in my dreams because I do. I must be dreaming or something. I don't remember them or whatever, but I have a bad habit of talking in my sleep, so something must be going on. You know what I mean? But hey, I went to bed at 1 and rose at 6. Wow. Home T. Make sure you're not keep consecutively rolling sixes, okay? Okay, bud. Get those sixes under control, bud. Grab that 3. Hey, bud. Intertangle them with the 6. And well, what do you get when you get 3 and 6, bud? You'll turn into a 9 and you'll be just fine in the vine, eh? The fuck, eh? The fruit of the looms, eh? Who's out there making fruits? I'm trying, bud. Not the fruits you guys are all trying to make out there. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make anybody homosexual like you guys are. And I don't mean any disrespect. Like I said, I know what you guys are all about. You know what I mean? I'm not disrespecting the homosexual people, not at all. Because at least they know who they are, unlike you fucking people who come out wanting to be fucking people to be gay, but claiming to be homosexual or heterosexual. You know what I mean? It's fucking weird. Uncle Will, eh? To look at him, you wouldn't think he'd want you in ladies' panties, but hey, when it comes out of his mouth, you gotta ask yourself why. Okay, so I got Mr. Buzz on my TV screen here, and see, I feel bad because I think honestly, I think he thinks he's helping people. I think that he thinks that he's God's anointed. It's fucking ignorant for me to say that. I just don't think that he is. Maybe he is. Maybe I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm just like, you can't run around telling people if they got the fucking oogity boogity jabbity wabbity that their fucking souls are gone. They're soulless. No hope. And I'm like, I don't know. And now he's got this. Like, he tries hard. Like, I think he spends more time on fucking YouTube than he does in his own life. But he's got this series right now where he's talking fucking homeless people, like, he's not trying to help them get fucking hope or like, he talks to them, but it's kind of fucking lameish, but you guys go check him out. Journey of the Anointed, Mr. Buzz. Guys, let me know what you think. He's a believe in the name of Jesus guy. He's sitting back for his instructions. It just I don't know. I gotta call this shit out. Like, he's talking about if you've been bad and you're not following Jesus, you're gonna get an insect infection, infestation. Right? And I'm like, fuck, do we think George Soros, like I said before, do we think George Soros's house is infested with fucking roaches? I mean, or George is probably, and whoever else is there, because if you probably have to be around George and you're willing to fucking collect cash to fucking deal with but then again, these slugs, they're nice to people too. You know what I mean? Like, they bring joy to people. You know what I mean? But if you know that George is trying to operate and own everybody's brains, then it's your responsibility to fucking do something about it. You can't hang around with a person like that, then you're selling your soul. You know what I mean? Money and whatever, it was more important than try a ice bath in the morning first thing. Well, but I should probably, try and get in shape, you know what I mean? I'm not ashamed to be fat. I know why I'm fat, and I know what I gotta do to not be fat. So if you're ashamed of me for being fat, I don't care because 'cause I'm not ashamed right now. I am gonna build myself up. I'm fucking, you can't make it happen all in one day. I've sacrificed everything to keep my brain, okay? You know what I mean? But maybe if I would have did the right thing, but it's hard when you're getting beaten, telling you're a piece of shit every day, not just inside the house, but outside of the house where you're socially trying to work with others to try and No, I'm not saying you are. I was going back to the Ozempic thing, bud. You know what I mean? Why is everybody ashamed of who they used to be if that's not who they are anymore? I'll give you an example. Well, you got fucking Melania Trump fucking wanting to sue fucking Hunter. Like, everybody knows you knew Epstein. Like, what are you doing? But then now there's no lawsuit, right? Once he said, "Hey, I got her from a book." He fucking can't fucking sue me for what's in a book and go after the author. And I think the author said, "Come get some." But nobody cared about that. Oh, Melania, Melania, Melania. But this is a great one. Go back to people being ashamed of who they were. Not Jake Paul, not Jake, the prime one, the prime Paul. Okay. When he was going to fight that fucking Dylan Dennis. When he was going to fight him, Dylan Dennis got a whole bunch of information on who his woman used to be. She loved cock. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And Dylan Dennis put it out for the public to see because he was playing mental warfare because they're taught to do this. They're taught to get into their opponent's head at any cost so you can have an advantage. So Dylan Dennis thought he could make Jake Paul look like less of a man by saying, "Hey, your woman loves cack." Oh, cockity cock, cock, cock. She loves cack. Anyways, that's what Dylan was trying to do, right? And well, it worked. In fact, she was so ashamed of who she used to be. She was going to sue him for who she used to be because he let it out on the internet. What kind of fucking world do we live in where that's even a fucking possibility? Instead of saying, hey, yeah, I've grown, I've got growth. Look at me. I'm with the prime Paul. She, like, that's a prime piece of meat. I no longer need to go shopping all over the place for meat. I got prime. Hey. Hey, how's it going, Josh Atkins? Well, I'm just saying, like, everybody throws these lawsuits out. Donald Trump, like, does he not realize what he's doing? If he sues the BBC, it's not suing a company, but it's suing the British fucking people. The fucking people. He's willing to take $5 billion from the British people. It was only a couple people who hurt his fifis. So if his fifis got hurt, maybe he should sue those individuals and not the British people. You know what I mean? But that's not who Donald Trump is. He'll sue the DOJ. The DOJ, if you sue the DOJ, is not the DOJ, right? It's the people who fund the DOJ, which is you guys, you. And well, he'll take $234 million and well, he'll give it to charity. And it'll probably be something to do with the White House to make a bigger, better, fucking more beautiful castle for him and his fairy tale friends. Hey? From the fucking people. Because he doesn't know that that's George Soros funded the stuff. You know what I mean? Letitia James and all that stuff. George Soros funded. Follow the money, Trump. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but, and I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to fucking pay if George Soros is in it to win it for the world, because I've called him Jabba the Hutt. That's not nice, but he does. Like, really, I have to be truthful. You know what I mean? This that look, that droop. You know what I mean? He does. I'm not trying to be rude or crude. I don't like to put down people's appearance because I'm not the most beautiful thing in the world. You know what I mean? And I've been told I look like some nasty stuff, and if that's what you think. So George shouldn't be offended that I think that he looks like Jabba the Hutt. You know what I mean? Ringo Gutsy. Am I not seeing comments? Did Johnny Ringo comment and I'm not seeing it? Like I know Johnny Ringo was way up there, or I don't know what's Ringo. You talking about my friend Johnny? Johnny Ringo? If so, I'm your Huckleberry, Josh. That is, if Johnny Ringo has the truth on his side. You boys are gonna have to lay down your evidence before I pick a side. Because I want the truthful side. And then no violence to come. You know what I mean? Whoever's stupid has to succumb to it, eh? Good old public humiliation. You have to walk down the street like fucking Game of Thrones woman there, eh? All naked. I'm just kidding around with you, Josh. Hey, you know that, right, bud? I'm having fun. I'm just telling the story. I'm just trying to tell a story. Always go with the truth. You know what I mean? Just because Johnny Ringo comes in here being nice all the time doesn't mean I'm gonna take Johnny Ringo's side. Like I said, he's gotta prove he's gotta have the truth on his side, and then I'm his brother. Arms locked, but no violence. You won't take Johnny Ringo without taking me. So hey, when you have to leave this world, you have to pay for taking me out and Johnny Ringo. If Johnny Ringo's worth taking, going out for, you know what I mean? It all depends. But anyways, what else do we got going on here on the TV? We got so much stuff written down and I never go back to it. Oh, World MMA World shot goes off. Justin Gaethje after footage, and Dana White. I might have to watch that, but I'm worried that these big wigs like Dana White are into some weird shit, and he's in with Trump. You know what I mean? That whole meta thing. What's the purpose of that? Like Dana doesn't have enough on his plate, or like that's just a title, right? That's hey Mark, you're under our control now, but not Biden's. I let you get away with treason. The world don't realize you fucked it. But if you don't play nice, I will tell the people that you fucked it. And then you will have to pay for it, Mark. So how are you gonna play this game? Zucky dance, Zucky dance. Hey, I don't know. Why do people not like what I say? It's fucking the weirdest thing. Yeah, Josh, take care, bud. Why do people not like what do you know how hard it is to know that Charlie D? I was flicking through, and I don't know why I haven't unsubbed yet, but he had uh fuck 136 views, which is fucking more views than I do. And I'm like, what is Charlie doing right? Then, oh man, I seen a Triple T video today. I even liked it so I could save it. So I think I might go back through it. He's talking about his relationship with Jesus, and nobody can tell it's his. I'm just like, oh, it is yours, bud. It's all your relationship to have, but make sure you're picking the Jesus and not the Jesus. You know what I mean? Make sure you're not picking the one you want. Make sure you're picking the one you should have. And that one will take work. You have to become a better person and, well, come to the fact of who you are today. And, well, oh, could you imagine waking up, finding out like what Triple T thinks of himself and who he might actually be might be two different things. And that might be a hard fucking wake up call, eh? I'm a hero. I'm a stallion. I'm a stud. I'm like, I'm sorry, man, but I can't take you seriously when you tell anybody how tough you are, man. You got taken out with the bitch slap. I'm not for violence, but if you're gonna run around and saying you're a terror and you're fucking and you can't take a bitch slap from Dagburn, no, bud, your threats of fucking hurting anybody, they don't mean anything. Oh, Triple T is a whole lot of lost, you know what I mean? He's living on lost valor. You know what I mean? I don't care how many Purple Hearts he fucking got in the past. I don't care what men told him what kind of heart he has. Fuck, it matters what Jesus kind of thinks that heart he has, and he doesn't have much of a heart. You know what I mean? He's living in fucking man's glory, glory that man has given him or something. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Don't get lost in what men have given you. And I don't know. You can have as many medals as you want, and when you do, those don't earn you fuck all with God. I don't think. You know what I mean? Just saying. But then again, I'm not saying that there aren't military people that aren't with God. You know what I mean? I'm just I just think that they're lost and they wanna be with God, and they just don't realize that "Thou shalt not kill," and those other commandments, they actually mean something, you know what I mean? In their heart of hearts, they have the best intentions, and that's why the military goes after them, you know what I mean? Because they would put themselves in front of somebody else. But, you know what I mean? The devil's fucking smart. He is, really. I just like, he's smart, but he's not. Like, he knows who to target, and he knows how to do it. Like, the women, he fucking oh, man. What he has done there, and man, I'm not saying he's coordinated every fucking thing. Oh, man, but it's sad to see what he's done to the women, you know what I mean? Not all women, I'm not generalizing, but I'm just saying what he goes after the strongest ones, you know what I mean? The men need to be the ones to stand up and have the fucking balls, you know what I mean? But sometimes the woman's gotta be there to be the whisper in the ear going, "Are you right about this?" I mean, it's gotta be a union between each other, right? That's what God said. But instead, they like your Bible that you guys all believe in, like, what are churches teaching about the feminine? What part of the feminine are you guys learning about? In fact, what part of the fucking masculine are you fucking learning about? It's I think these days it's all about love, and it's fake love, though. It's not. It's enabling love. And like I said with the Ozempic, if you don't appreciate the work that it takes to fucking sculpture the body the way that you want it, then I guess it's easier to be ashamed of who you used to be. She didn't wanna like, that was always my thing. I'd be, like, looking at pictures when I decide to get in shape, and I'd be like, "Wow, look at that. Fuck. Wow, that's pretty good. I did that fast? Whoa." But, you know what I mean? The future, a new world today ain't yesterday. No, it's not from yesterday, but we can learn from yesterday. You know what I mean? We always have the past, present, and future ahead of us, right there in front of us, right? It's right there. Hey, learn from your past. Have that foundation. Hey, what do you want to conquer in the future? Hey, let's get in the present now. Hey, we're in this situation. How can we, hey, go back in the past and remember how you learned because you went through that situation before. So now, now you don't lose this time in that situation. Now you're a fucking winner, right? Anyways, the sort of greatness, Davey. The community more should act like it, and the world wouldn't suck right now. Well, that's the thing with T. The devil's got all markets cornered, right? How can you have a sense of community when the community doesn't own the community? Where's your care? They just make you feel like slaves. There's nothing to build, nothing to make better, because you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. The WEF slogan. How can we as humanity hear that out of people who are seriously trying to build our future? Every major corporation in the world is with the WEF. How could the world, in that simple context, listen to me? How is we as the world could not hear that? As soon as I heard that, I was like, shit's wrong. Shit is not fucking right. Just their slogan. You will own nothing and you'll be happy. That should have been a wake up call. What's up, user YJ5HD2JJ1V? What's going on? How's your day going? What do you want to talk about? OT, what do you want to talk about? We talk about some UFC stuff if you want on Dana White and some of the people he hangs out with. I seen a thing on that Deloise or whatever his name is. Khabib's manager, he manages a lot of high people. Conor McGregor said some shit. I don't know. Can you believe what comes out of Conor McGregor's mouth? But I seen some shows that I can't remember exactly what they said. You guys have to go look. But then again, you never know what you're seeing on TV if it's real or not, eh? But I've listened to him talk. He's a little narcissistic. He yeah. Hi, name's William. Well, how are you doing, William? If you're new to the channel here, my name's Carl. You know what I mean? And I might be delusional, but I think I'm the Jewish Messiah. Hey? But I also think that you are too, William. You are too. You know what I mean? Because Jesus Christ is the way. I'm just the messenger. I'm not even kidding, but I know I'm laughing and teeing. It's you gotta laugh at such things, right? It's a lot of pressure to put that on yourself. You know what I mean? But I think God's putting the pressure on me. You know what I mean? But then again, I might be delusional, but then again, I don't think so. But I would like to discuss the steps we can take forward towards greatness. Well, Tia, I like where your mind's at today, bud. I would like to discuss the steps we can take towards greatness. Well, we actually find some people who want better for humanity. It's funny you say that though, you know what I mean, OT? Because I've had ideas and I've fucking forgotten what the ideas even are, but they're recorded. That's the great thing about this little journey we're on right here, right? So I was thinking about this today. OT, no bullshit. I was thinking about this earlier today. Because I was thinking about that video that I tagged up church in. Okay. The one they fucking put back in the comments. Okay. I was thinking about that video and I was like, fuck, like, why don't people get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because the one thing is that we could get a church's platform and we could get everybody to try and be superheroes and just start asking questions, right? We could focus on one person. And at that time, I think it was Bill Gates. You know what I mean? Let's find out his relationship with Epstein. If he's got nothing to hide, nothing to fear, then there's nothing to worry about. And all of the world that thinks that Bill was with Epstein, we can now leave it alone because we found out, you know what I mean? We went through everything bit by bit. So I thought that that was a good one, you know what I mean? Because if you get someone like Upchurch doing that, then we could got like maybe Candace Owens and we could have got the world. I wanted to get the world involved, right? You know what I mean? I didn't need to be the main focal point, but what I did want is I wanted these people to clear me of their bullshit at the same time, you know what I mean? I'm not their victim. I want them to face me. Either I've done something to myself or I've been treated very, very poorly. I don't know if it's gang stalking or what the fuck it is. It's really fucking weird though. When you can get slammed through the hospital for violence and suicide without any evidence. That's not right. If you like before the police can lock you away, there has to be some fucking evidence, right? Not if you've went to the hospital and admitted that you needed help because you were on the brink of fucking death. So because you were something in the past, somehow they assume that like it's fucking that needs to be fixed. That fucking needs to be fixed. Because that's how people lose it because they don't understand what's going on. And when you're fucking being locked up unfairly, it's hard to stay controlled because you don't know what's going on and it's not right. So, anyways, that's you know what I mean? I didn't have to be anybody's focal point, but I was willing to be, you know what I mean? OT, I was like, if no one wants to do this, can someone at least fucking help me? Can someone help me put a petition together or something, get me on the fucking MAID program? Because if no one wants to find out if elite pedophiles are running this fucking place, please put me out of my fucking misery. At least I tried to spread the fucking word, and I'm never gonna take myself out. So if humanity would put me out of my fucking misery, like they did fucking Jesus for wanting the truth, then fucking do it. Sizzle me the fuck up. Who wants to live in a world full of lies where they want to protect pedophiles? Fuck that. Not this cowboy. I'm never going to bend the knee to this fucking world. And I don't ever want to get to the point where they fucking can dump chemicals in my brain and take it over. You know what I mean? Look what the fuck they did to Britney Spears. Just because she didn't want to dance when she fucking like it's mind control and it's so easy to fucking drive someone crazy. That's what they did. They fucking, I see it. They drove that poor girl crazy to the point where she fucking was starting to freak the fuck out. And then they could tag her. Mind control. You know what I mean? Because if Brittany ever continued to fight and tried to fucking work her problems out, that'd become a real fucking problem for the people around her. So it's best you get some fucking lithium in that motherfucker and you can ride those coattails for as long as you fucking want. Because she's Looney Tunes. You know what I mean? This is why I related so much to fucking Kanye. Kanye's like, no one understands. It fucking put me in a mental hospital when I wasn't fucking doing anything. You know what I mean? And when I started thinking for myself, it started fucking confusing a whole lot of motherfuckers, and they wanted to fucking silence me. So you can only imagine having the platform like Kanye coming out like Jesus. You'd want to silence that. You would want to do anything to get control of that. You want that mind desperately. You know what I mean? And then we got his workout guy threatening him on fucking. I'm like, how nobody's arresting Harvey Pasternak? Like, does nobody know that he's a fucking probably? I don't know for sure or not, but he's into Canadian military mind control drugs. Like, can we fucking protect fucking Kanye or something? Like, and then I don't understand Kanye. I feel horrible because I used to, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then you're hearing he's on nitrous oxide, and it's like, no wonder he's acting fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, is he still being handled? Is he still being controlled, or is it an act, or what's going on? Because I still kind of understand some of his genius, but some of it's just like, what the is that the fucking nitrous oxide or what's going on here? You know what I mean? Well, you never know. I just know that he doesn't look good in my eyes right now. You know what I mean? You don't come out with a, especially when you say, hey, if I come go missing for a little bit and I come back and all of a sudden you're going to Balenciaga, you got a porn app, if that's real, you're ripping people off. And I heard that too. I don't know. Like, I don't know. What do you believe? Hey, I do think that Kanye wrote Power for me. whether he wanted to or not. I still got the power of Kanye's song to think that I had the power to change the world. You know what I mean? Whether Kanye's a bad guy or a good guy or whatever, Kanye always did good things to me. You know what I mean? And if he's the bad guy, we'll make good things off of his bad too. You know what I mean? But if someone's got him mind controlled and we can get his mind back in control for him, that'd be awesome. But who knows? Maybe his mind is in his control and he's just warping other people's minds to make them think something and something else is actually happening. You know what I mean? It's like this here. Oh shit. We were talking about things we can do to change the place. OT, you are too worried about celebrities right now. See the real mission. No, you would use a platform to figure out what the truth is, OT. No, you don't understand the mission. I'm chosen from God, bud. You don't get the mission. I'm sorry. Don't don't tell me to have a blessed day because we do not have the same beliefs, bud. I will not. I will not sit there and let you tell me what I'm doing is wrong when I think I'm sat here from God. Yeah, Johnny Ringo. Yeah. Like I can be wrong and I can admit that if I'm wrong. Like, but I'm not gonna say, hey, you need to get a message out. It's wrong to try and find someone with a platform that could get the message out fucking bigger. That's stupid. That's dumb. You know what I mean? Don't you think? You don't think that if if what I say is real, right? I know it sounds crazy, but just say it was. And the things that I say, you don't think that people would want to hurt me, silence me? I'm asking real questions, bud. You know what I mean? Like Ashley Biden's diary is real, and she told me it was hers, and that's hard for people to pick up on. I'm just a simple man. How can I know that that can should be a fucking concern using common sense, Christ consciousness, awareness, sometimes being aware of stuff and seeing that other people aren't becomes a fucking nightmare. Because I would like anybody to show me where Ashley Biden's diary shouldn't be at least investigated. People like me shouldn't run around thinking that Joe Biden's a pedophile if he's not. But it's better to say something if he is, and he can try and come to Jesus with whatever mind he has left. Or is it even Joe Biden? Is it Jim Carrey? I've seen rumors that it's Jim Carrey. You know what I mean? Who knows what's going on? I don't like Jim Carrey's spirituality. You know what I mean? I don't like that he tells you guys you're nothing. I don't like that. He tries to convince you guys that you're nothing, and meanwhile, he's living the life any way he chooses. He can afford to do whatever he wants in his world. He wants to convince you that you're nothing. He wants you lost in the present moment with Eckhart Tolle. That's what I believe. I'm sorry if I don't tell you guys, I think like you guys decide for yourselves whether you want to be an Eckhart Tolle person or not. Does what I say make sense? Does he want you lost in a circle thinking he's brilliant because you can't get it? So he's so much smarter than you because you can't get it yet. You can't hit that present moment of not thinking. And anyways, you know what I mean? Like I'm worried for the ones that actually want to be with God. Seguru's people. How many people does he have? Let's just say he was involved with the WEF. Is that the kind of spiritual guidance you want? You know what I mean? Do you want somebody who wants population reduction and I tell like, fuck, Kenneth Copeland. I I knew this for a while now, but one of Don Juan's fucking spiritual fucking guru buddies there, he just got caught with kids. One of his pastors, that lady pastor of his, fuck guys, go pay attention to her. Let me know what you guys think. You guys think that that's of God for the truth? You think that person, or do you think that she wants you to go through Donald Trump to get to God? Put your faith in Donald Trump. Hey, all these can you imagine all these religious gurus that have ever placed their hands on Don and turns out Don's dirty and they all are recorded being dirty Dons with Don and there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And can you imagine? I do want to say this because it's really fucking bothering me. Candace Owens might be a great actress. She might not be in it to win it for humanity, and maybe she's here to stir us up and get us into a civil war or whatever. That's not what I believe right now, okay? I believe that she's fighting for the truth. She just she just wants the truth. That's what I hope for. Maybe that's what I want to see, and then maybe because I don't always agree with her. You know what I mean? But I'm seeing a lot of this bullshit kind of starting to tie together. You know what I mean? When I've showed you that guy, that prophet who prophesied Donald Trump's ear getting shot. I just like seeing who he's linked with, but what I don't like is him warning Candace Owens that if she doesn't get with Jesus and stop her conspiracy theories, she's gonna end up in a bad place. When in fact, she'll end up in the best of places if her intentions are for the truth. You can only take her home. But imagine being part of a dipshit group that would even threaten somebody who wants the truth for humanity through their fucking prophecies. Okay. I can't say whether or not he's with God. I can't say whether his relationship and all of his, but maybe he has some pre knowledge. You know what I mean? I do know that there were some government meetings with some fucking religious leaders. And when Greg Locke's involved, you gotta fucking listen up. Cause I don't know. I don't know if that guy's on the up and up. You know what I mean? Little demon slayer. I'd like to see him in action. If I'm the demon, like I said, I'd like to see him and all this little fucking group of buddies, and I'll go up to Bill Gates and all these other guys and remove the demons. If there's demons, then we can get the truth. They are the demon slayers. Are they what they say they are? It's like I said about fucking these people who say they're healing people. All over the world, 5,000 videos of me healing people. Yes, yes, yes. People, come on, money, show me the money. I'm a healer. Let me spread my work around the world. Well, dipshit, go sit out front of the fucking ER. Call the fucking news. Let's get those fucking miracles on fucking real people. You know what I mean? Let's get God just flowing around here in the fucking healing fucking hands of fucking these people. Like, I'm not saying anything bad. This is who they say they are. I'm trying to give them some fucking ideas. You know what I mean? Show people who the fuck you are. You can heal people and you can grow their fucking legs and let's get you guys out there and fucking on the battlefields at the hospitals. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? These people shoot their fucking mouths off. Let's make them fucking do their thing. Come on, let's get smart about it. Let's spread the fucking word of God. But is that the word of God? The truth is the word, I think. You know what I mean? Logos. Logos. Aren't you guys worried about all these bullshit leaders? Not to improve ourselves or no one will listen. Well, hang on. I'm allowed to spread my message as I learn. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's just stay quiet in case something happens. You know what I mean? Hey, I didn't do my work for God. I just decided to stay quiet and not really do anything. And then all of a sudden I get to go to hell with everybody else because I just stayed in your fucking weakness and thought I could get better doing nothing. Like, come on, man. I'm trying to show you so you can fucking wake the fuck up, man. Don't come in here trying to tell me how to do shit unless you got real suggestions, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, sign me up for the fucking maid program. I'll do it myself. I'll make a name for myself. All you gotta do is put me up on the fucking assisted suicide fucking list. You know what I mean? Make it so the it's already almost ready to go. Why not? It's not gonna fucking pass. Just let us crazy people if we're crazy. But I think if we're crazy and we don't think we're crazy, we think that Mark Carney should figure out whether we're crazy or not with our stories. You know what I mean? We should be able to bring our proof, our receipts, and everything that his system is insane, absolutely nuts. There's no one to protect you from the workforce. There's this front called the Ministry of Labor. But in fact, they didn't give a fuck what I said, and if they would have taken the initiative to fucking just make sure an investigation was done, eh? Maybe they would have figured out what I was saying about the extra coils could have stopped someone from dying so they didn't have to visit Marwood again. But no, 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 no. And then Mark Carney will have to explain to me that they didn't steal a baby out of my house and fuck, you know what I mean? And apparently it cost me $12,000. Mark can tell me how that's fair. You know what I mean? And then we can go over how I got charged in an accident that, well, if the police would have just fucking read the guy's fucking statement, they would have went, "Oh, buddy, we got a problem." And then when they heard me in the hospital going saying, this pulled out in front of me, they could have put it together and said, "Hey, you know what? That guy, he should get charged for lying. What he did was ignorant and rude. Rudy tooty booty." Listen, mister, why did you try and make Mr. Smith look bad and lie? You know what I mean? Mark Carney couldn't get his way out of that if I had a video, that guy's statement, and I had a video of the whole situation, right? So you could see, we could do the guy's statement, we could reenact it, and we could see that, well, he's a fibber. That destroyed my mental health even worse than it already was. Oh man. Oh gee, you don't know what I had to go through there, brother. Because here's the deal. I did the Dukes of Hazard. Like it's a good video, man. You should see your buddy Carl just off. Hey, well, they put it on the news, but they only put the part of Carl on. They didn't put the whole video on where the guy comes into play. You know what I mean? Comes into the video, the guy who caused the accident. But anyways, so do you know how hard it is? The Fuckstein, I'm trying to get a fucking investigation done on. I don't know if I'm right, he's right, whatever. I just want to sit down and have this conversation because I think I got some receipts. Anyways, he gets to run around at work going, "I told you guys Carl was crazy. Look at this. he's he's Bo Duke." Hey, John Schneider says he's with Jesus. What do you guys think? Do you think he has fucking popcorn Jesus, or do you think he has fucking the real deal? Do you think he has the balls to go against Trump if Trump turns out not to be the good guy? And I'd like John Schneider to tell me where he thinks that, well, hey, Donald Trump thinks it's okay to hire immigrants when it'll fucking benefit him. John Schneider can let me know that. John Schneider can let me know where it's okay for, Donald Trump to be American first, but he likes to buy all his products from China and make lots of money in the Americas. You know what I mean? He can let me know that. He can let me know because he's such a fan of Donald Trump. What are Donald Trump's favorite Bible verses? Tell me, Johnny. What's your hero's favorite Bible verses? But then again, we could ask John, what do you think, John? Mr. Donald Trump thinks the Bible is eye for an eye. Now that's on video, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard to believe that the Bible is eye. He might be mind controlled. Donald, you skipped Jesus, bud. You skipped Chris and the Ten Commandments. It's not eye for an eye, you fool. I'd like John Schneider to tell me that I'm the fool there. Hey, who's the fool? Is John Schneider a fool, or is Donald Trump a fool, or are they both fools? Are they a whole ship of fools? Hey, who's on the ship? The dipshit. The poop ship destroyers. And well, who do we have on the poop ship? There's got to be a McMahon or two floating around there that's into some poop, right? You guys love Vinnie Mac, eh? Icon, hero, American sensation, Vinnie Mac with his shit attack. Brian, what's up, buddy? What's going on today, bud? Hey, you made me look like a fool, buddy. You know that? Braveheart, he was the Scot, right? He was the Scot, and I was trying it was the Irishman that was crazy that I was trying to talk about, bud, Steven. I just thought I'd let you know that. You didn't make me look like a fool. I made myself look like a fool, but I wish you would have told me, bud. Mel Gibson was fighting for the Scots, and I thought he was fighting for the Irish. You know what I mean? But fuck. Fuck, I don't know. But hey, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around, buddy. I'm just fucking around. Because I did care enough to look it up. I was like, what was that guy's name? Because I had it in my head. But then again, hey, I am proud of the Irish people. I thought for sure. I thought for sure I was going to give up. I was about to give up. I thought if Conor McGregor, if the Irish people elect Conor McGregor to be their president or whatever the fuck it is, I thought to myself, oh, doozy. The world has really just lost it. It's just fucking lost her, bud. I don't know. I know the Conor McGregor, he hits everybody's heart. He's a great athlete and a great entertainer, but I don't think he's entertaining you folks or himself well at all. You know what I mean? I don't. I think that if an old man doesn't want to accept your whiskey, you just fucking say, okay. You don't punch him in the mouth. Especially if you're a world class athlete, I just think you need to have a little bit more control. You know what I mean? But that's not the real Connor. That was the substances that had Connor. It might not be the whole Connor the whole time. It might be the substances. His pure stage. Yeah, but I know. But can you imagine? Because now I'm supposed to buy on to the fact that Conor McGregor is now a spiritual man. Like, meanwhile, the week before, he's just coked out, eh? Just coked out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, like, these people lie to you guys. They fucking are not who they tell you they are. You know what I mean? Like, Conor McGregor's a weird little man, I'm telling you. Like, I don't think that see, here's the thing for false like, this is only what I think, and I might be wrong, but that woman he got accused of, where she got money from him, I don't know about that one, but I don't know. Like, she was doing his friend too, and she didn't care about getting money from the friend, and nobody cared that like, I did the friend, and it is all sorts of weird shit, but I do think that Conor McGregor does have a problem. I do, because you might not know this because it was kind of kept quiet, I think, but I seen it on, so I'll let you know where to go. I don't know if you know who Jesse on Fire is. He's in my subbies if you want to check him out. But he showed this article about how a woman jumped off Conor McGregor's boat because he was trying to have her way with him, and she had to swim to the Coast Guard. Enough, please. You got a million and one places to play. I'm not being a jerk. He knows the deal. He's not supposed to be out here when I'm doing my videos. You know, well, I'm glad you love my energy, but I'm glad somebody gets her, you know what I mean? Whether I'm the Mashiach or not, I think I'm trying to do the right things, you know what I mean? That's what Jesus wanted us to do. So I guess I'm still following Jesus, right? Just want to know what the truth is, and that's what Jesus said he was all about. So I don't see where I'm failing, you know what I mean? I think I come out a winner, winner, chicken dinner, no matter what happens, you know what I mean? But that's the thing. People want to be comfortable. And I see it. I see it because I do this, and you would think that it's just easy. I just push record. I don't like doing these, but I hours. I'm because I don't know what comes with this. You know what I mean? So there's a fear. There is a fear that comes with the unknown, right? But when you got God, you know that you got to persevere and you got to push through it. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why the Bible has no fear 365 times in it. You know what I mean? I say that I don't know what's true in it, but I think there's codes in there. You know what I mean, bud? I recommend the Bible to everybody, but have discernment. Then again, if we actually got a real interest in Jesus, you know what I mean? And well, we can get all that Catholic Church, see what's what's buried under the grounds of the Vatican. You know what I mean? But hey, if there was good, like we got a Catholic problem over here in Canada too that I would really like to get solved, Brian. Really, really badly because it causes a lot of division and strife over here, bud. And what that is the old Catholics. They used to have their schools for the native people, right? And well, supposedly there's all these bodies buried, but no one's allowed to actually go check it out to make sure. But we're supposed to think that maybe stuff that didn't happen happened because we're not allowed to go on the sacred ground to see if it actually did happen. You know what I mean? To verify it. So we can all stay in this fucking little swirl pot of fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? I'd like to get that settled with the Catholics. Let's just fucking find out. Let's like there's no doubt, like native people, you don't need anything extra than what's already fucking happened to you. If they weren't killing you in droves, they were fucking stealing your spirituality, okay? Let's just fucking relax and take it the way it is. If they fucking did this horrible mass grave thing, we should fucking know that too. We should just need to know the truth regardless of which way it is, you know what I mean? But yeah, The Vatican, maybe they know secrets that we don't, you know what I mean? Maybe they want us to have fucking bubblegum Jesus. They are the Roman Catholic Church, you know what I mean? Were they inherited by Rome? Hey? And here's the thing, Brian, I don't want to think this way, but this is real shit, brother. Really real. Like, it's going to sound unbelievable to people. I say all this shit and they're like, that's not true. But, bud, in the Vatican, there's this little man called Lucifer. He's a telescope. They have a telescope, you know what I mean? Called Lucifer at the Vatican that's supposed to represent Jesus. And they look into the stars with Lucifer. You know what I mean? The shooting stars are for Jesus. Trust me, I know. I wished upon one. And well, hell came upon my life. And well, here I am. Like Jesus said, endure. Those of you who walk in hate her, guess what? You're going to be children of God. She's all going to be worth her. You are going to. But anyways, back to the Vatican. What if they were playing for the wrong side of the street? Hey, but the beautiful thing is that they have probably brought a lot of people to God. You know what I mean? Where people still believed in God and Jesus and just got disgusted with some of the, the handlings of the church with, macaroonies. You know what I mean? You got to just, you get caught somewhere else, you got to distribute them around the map. Look at our maps. You know what I mean? I know, brother. And the building is shaped like a serpent. It's all sorts of weird. And we as society can't put our hands up and say, what gives? Like they do bullshit at CERN. They do rituals and shit at CERN. And we just don't fucking care. Celine Dion, that righteous lady, because I'm quite sure if you put Celine Dion up on a screen and you put me up on a screen and you said, hey, everybody, there's a heaven or a hell here. Which side do you want? I bet you Celine Dion. I bet you the fucking world takes Celine Dion. But yet, would they know that she has a demon fucking line of clothing for your children? Fuck. Like, why? Why? Brian, why? Like, these are the questions asked. Why? Like, that's just trying to spread something. Like, that's not normal for adults to want bullshit like that on children. Hey, oh, what's that girl's name? Because I'm not saying all celebrities are bad. Like, they know. Like, I don't know. Like, you know who I hope is on the good side? I hope Rose McGowan is on the good side. Because I do believe her when she says that Brian Alyssa Milano is a witch. Now I don't know if she's a Bruin witch or whatever like that, but I have a bad feeling about Alyssa. You know what I mean? A bad. I think she's a bad girl. Like I think she treated Shannon Doherty like shit. It's funny. How do you know this stuff, Carl? It's my wife, man. Anyways, she likes Alyssa. I think she would have picked Alyssa over Shannon anyways, but I don't know. I don't know what my wife's take on that would be, but anyways, I'm gonna go because I'm overheating. I'm an hour and a half. And if I take my time and recharge, then maybe I can come back later tonight. It was good having you on here, Brian, and you and the other three people that are in here. You know what I mean? If OT, you're still in here, I hope you're not too terribly upset with me trying to tell you the truth because I just want you to show me where I'm wrong, not tell me, bud. You can't tell me to be weak. I think something big is coming and we ain't prepared. Love you, brother. You too, brother. Too. I think something big's coming, and that's the whole thing. We don't know what it is, eh? We don't know what it is. You have a good one too, JC82. Catch you, everybody.